It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. And tonight it'll be...
Oh, say...
Greetings and best wishes for a happy... And Pittsburgh starts out with the ball. Let's check out Seattle's starting lineup. George Hill out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Gortat in at the 5. Now, here's Dunn. Here's Horford. And it's off from three-point range. When Otto Porter came into the NBA, he really didn't have a shot to force opponents out on him. Now, Chris, he's worked on it. He's transformed himself into one of the better shooting forwards out there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if teams didn't get the memo or what, but for a while they were still giving Porter those shots, and he was knocking them down. His field goal percentage from the floor and behind the arc have both taken huge leaps forward over the past few years.
A nice shot by Booker.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's the screen. Here's Porter. Chandler with the rebound. Pittsburgh has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Here's Horford. Porter with a block. And he recovers it.
And that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. That 3 off the mark.
Some very slack defending. Playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Picked by Horford. And Booker kicks to Horford. 6 to shoot. Booker with it. He's picked up by Hill. Hits the front of the rim and out.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to speak with Stan Van Gundy. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays, whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks as always, David. Well, they know what their toughest job is going to be today.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always hard to go up against a team that can light it up like this. You can't let them hit the ground running.
Yeah, easier to say than do. I mean, with the weapons they have, they force such tough matchups. It's hard to stay with them.
Now Hill following the miss by Dunn from deep. And that one's good. Lillard. Chris, you've been on both sides of the coin for this. When it comes to a veteran presence in the locker room, just how important is that? When you were a young player getting it, and maybe as an older player when you were preaching it.
When I was a rookie, Kevin, I needed a veteran just as much as I needed an assistant coach. They were that important to me because when you think about it, that's how you learn your routine.
Wow.
What to eat before a game, how many hours to eat before a game, how to recoup after a game, how to say no to your friends and family for playoff tickets because, you're at home and you got to buy 75 tickets. Just kind of how to navigate through life. That veteran player can help. And I think that's one thing when the game kind of got lost in years past, it was because we lost that veteran presence in the locker room. And so, to me, the veteran presence is everything. Chris Mullin getting on me because I'm a rookie. I mean, I would have paid him to do that. So, it's really cool because just as much as they get on you, they help you and they explain the game, help you out with life and everything else. So it's like a big brother relationship.
Oh, that's good to hear. Now, here is Hill following the miss by Al Horford. And Middleton kicks to Hill. Horford against Porter. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Pittsburgh has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the right side. To the left wing. Horford has a wide open look. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Horford's got his first bucket of the game and he's on the board for 3. Lillard with it. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
It's a tie game here in Oakland. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And Tyson Chandler, known for being a great teammate, very vocal leader certainly. He talked about how
players do the policing. Coach said,
don't you need a player like this of Chandler's caliber and character, Greg, to make that kind of a teamwork? Have that feel in the locker room, that leadership role that everybody believes in and respects?
No doubt about it, Kevin. And that weighty stature is built on experience and credentials, as you mentioned, like having that championship ring or being an all-star. But when you have it and use it that way, the coach doesn't have to worry about the locker room, because Chandler has got that covered.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And, guys, when you consider how Pittsburgh is doing, your thoughts?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, this is how they squeezed out extra possessions and captured the early lead.
Dunn is out there with Booker. Then there's Horford. And there's Livingston. And it's Chandler in at the center position. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Seattle, Chris Middleton is out there with Otto Porter Jr. Then there's Hill. Then it's Gortat. And it's Lillard in at the point.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Damian Lillard, the originator of 4-Bar Friday. Last season, he released the letter O, his album. Featured some pretty big names.
Good on the bucket. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
Oh, and a nice look by Livingston, keeping his eyes up. Locates the man.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Pick up by Hill. Now here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Hill's got 5 points in the quarter. And Lillard with his own music label. He enjoys spending time in the recording studio.
Yeah, music, hip-hop, and basketball and sports go hand in hand. I mean, his high school coach was also a music producer. So Damian and his teammates had a chance to get in the studio at a young age. Before games, during warm-ups, they play their songs. I mean, that's what athletes do. That's where it all started.
1:44 left now here in the second. The kick out to Porter. And another three for Seattle.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Chandler a screen. Now here's Livingston. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Booker with it. Now guarded by Porter. From the arc. That's good, and the Seattle lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Booker.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Gortat, the pass to Lillard. And it's Seattle with another.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
Last outing for Pittsburgh, it was a loss to Montreal.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
And they tried to adjust, but every play they ran got countered by a better one. Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to them.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Hill, no good. Pittsburgh trails by 4. Here's Livingston. Now Dunn. Chandler with the screen on Lillard. Dunn kicks to Booker. In the corner, Horford with it. Horford missing again. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Seattle ahead, up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
Hello again,
Show.
everybody, along with Kenny the Jet Smith, and Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He had 13 points and 3 assists. Coming in on the heels of a whopping performance in their last game, he's had no let-up in that fire here tonight. How about you, Kenny? And that will wrap.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. And here's Middleton. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Horford is out there with Livingston. And it's Chandler. Then there's Dunn. And it's Booker in at the 2 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Stan Van Gundy. Here's the break. Stops. Pops. And he hits the jump shot. Booker's got the first points of the second half here for Pittsburgh.
Oh, the long arms of Livingston. He just snatches the ball. I mean, he kick-starts the fast break.
Lillard dishes to Middleton. Here's Gortat, and the layup is good. And Seattle leads by 4.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I tell you what, it's like football, having a 3rd and 13 and them running up the gut. It just frustrates the defense. You have to hate giving up second chance points. It's demoralizing. After basically, I mean, you had to stop.
Chris, I know that when you go through a season, there are certain matchups that you love and certain ones that you don't. When you were playing, which other power forwards did you just dread, just did not like going up against?
Well, Kevin, I would kind of change that and say dread to me was love, meaning that I dreaded and I loved to go up against Tim Duncan because you knew you had to be prepared that night. I loved and I dreaded going up against KG. You know, I played in an era where in 1 week I could have played against Shaq, Rasheed Wallace, Dirk Nowitzki, Tim Duncan, Hakeem Olajuwon. This is all on the West Coast. So for me, you know, I dreaded the Western Conference, but what's so good about it is that you just have to be prepared, and you can't dread the NBA. It's like you grew up wanting to play against the best players in life, and so I really love the fact that I had to be my best every night, or you're going to get embarrassed in the league. So it was every power forward.
Never an off night, was there, Chris?
Never an off night, and you know, so I can't say I dreaded Karl Malone over Barkley or Olajuwon over David Robinson or Tim Duncan over KG. It's just like, hey man, you got to put your big boy pants on, get ready, and go to work, baby. Put your hard hat on.
Livingston with it. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Shot clock at 3, over Porter. Livingston, no luck.
He gets the shot he was looking for, and he just can't bury it.
Nobody near Lillard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. And when you look at Damian Lillard, Rookie of the Year back in 2013, tremendous confidence from day one.
A quiet assassin who carries himself with humility. He lets his game do the talking.
Now here's Booker. He's got 11. Chandler with the screen on Hill. Booker against Hill. He's feeling it. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Porter kicks to Middleton. Gortat with the screen for Middleton. There's a screen by Gortat. Middleton the pass to Lillard. Offensive rebound. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
They set the screen. Horford kicks to Dunn. On the wing, Booker. Picked by Horford. Off the pick. Connects. The jumper drops. And that's 13 points for Devin Booker.
He's definitely been a different player this second half. He's shooting lights out now. Much different after a tough first half.
Here's Hill. He's got 5. Lillard outside. Again, the miss by Lillard. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pittsburgh leads by only 1. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And now let's take a listen to Stan Van Gundy on a recent huddle.
We need to make solid.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. 4th quarter should be good. And so for Seattle, their last game, a loss to Charlotte. On the court for Seattle, they've got Chris Middleton. Hill is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Gortat in at the 5 down low. Horford dishes to Dunn. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And the shot falls short this time. Seattle has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Middleton outside. There's a screen by Gortat. Middleton the pass to Gortat. Chandler with the steal. Here's Dunn. He can't get that one to fall. Seattle goes the other way with it.
Now, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
And so far, this has got that feel of a game that could be back and forth all the way.
Yeah, at some point, though, you might expect one team to go on the run, but this could come down to the wire.
Out to the right wing. Fires for 3. And again, it's Pittsburgh missing. And Seattle shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Wasted no time on that one. And it's a 3-point Seattle lead.
And while he prefers the triple, giving space, he'll let it go from the mid-range.
Dunn kicks to Horford. Chandler is screen. Stolen by Middleton. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Pass to Lillard. There's a screen by Gortat. Middleton dishes to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. Chandler with the steal. Now Dunn. He kicks to Livingston. There's the feed to Horford. Hill against Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Pittsburgh needs to get off a shot here. Here's Horford. Good. A nice assist from Booker. And that's 12 points for Horford.
Oh, and that's what you expect from your star players. I mean, Horford turns it up, including coming through with the big key bucket.
They set the pick. Hill kicks to Middleton. At the elbow, Gortat uses the glass to finish the layup. And Seattle leads by 3.
Oh, you gotta love Gortat commanding the ball during a big possession. Outstanding at providing when it matters.
Pick by Horford. Dunn kicks to Booker. Jacks up a 3. Seattle grabs the miss. Gortat's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Now, here's Lillard. Defense is right there. And there it is for him.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
Out left to the wing. Booker outside. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
We want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Middleton outside. Inside. Hill. Yes!
He's not shot. George Hill very capable of taking and making some big shots.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 4. There's 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy told the team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move. It's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it. Kevin?
Hill kicks to Gortat. And an intentional foul right there. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Now, the size and the length of Gortat, it comes in handy on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a solid and more than reliable big man with a soft jump.
Now, a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're behind by 5. 27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. .27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stolen by Middleton, and so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, I like the fit of George Hill on this team. He can play either guard spot. Great versatility.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
I know he feels good about that. A perfect trip to the line further extends the lead.
The pass to Dunn. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. Hill against Booker. And here is Hill. And so it's Seattle winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
Booker with 48, Horford with 36, 12, Chandler with 12 and 24, Dunn and Livingston both with Kevin Loves. Oh yeah. Lower with 45, Hill with 39, Gortat with 30, boards go with 15 points, Middleton and Porter both with 9 points, 9 boards. Middleton did have 12 assists to go with it. Kind of just shoot from wherever. I know they did beat him in the paint, and they also beat him from, looks like, downtown too. Oh, it was equal. Alright, that's the last game for the night. See you guys later. Stream another set of games tomorrow.